Lena lived in a house without mirrors. Her mother had shattered them all when Lena was a child, believing mirrors could devour souls. Lena grew up with no reflection, relying only on memory and painted portraits to hold on to her face. Every morning she painted herself to remember who she was. But memory is not always loyal. Memory betrays her with every trembling breath. Something's different today. A twisted stroke silently invades her canvas. The more she painted, the less it looked like her. A smile from the dark gnaws at her being. Reflection was forbidden, but not forgotten. A stranger's face lurks in the cold metal gleam. The portraits awaken, screaming in silence, eyes on the canvas, stare back, dripping with malice. She had tried to run, to destroy, to forget, but always returned to the easel, trembling hands, starting over. She couldn't escape because she had painted this prison herself. Twisted copies chase her every step, or what used to be her. One final portrait, one last memory. But this time, she didn't recognize the face. Their gazes imprisoned her in her own dread. And what stared back was someone else entirely. The house remains mirrorless. Each step summoned a gaze. She wasn't sure what she looked like anymore. The stranger in the frame claims her soul. New faces claiming space. Even the body began to betray her. Her body dissolves, leaving a scream in the void. A stranger seizes her reflection in the water's depths. She's lost among those who stole her identity. They grin, declaring her existence undone. It was never her. She was the only stranger left in her own home. And the one in the mirror owned the gaze. The mirror reflects the one who stole her life. She fades, but the other thrives in the light. Lena is erased, leaving only the strokes of a stranger. She wasn't the painter anymore. She was the painting. Trapped in the painting, her pounding echoes. In despair, a stranger paints a new world with no room for Lena. The house stands, a witness to oblivion. They say everyone has a place to return to. A damn lie, as Kiara found out. Her family slammed the door on her graduation day. No turning back. For a broke Tiara, a haunted house beat the streets. But she didn't know something. Already called that place home. From the outside, it looked dead. Inside, though, something was still breathing. She thought the weird decorations were just that, weird, until she saw the candles burning upside down. They said Joe was Alex's friend. Will was Joe's brother. A former theology student turned ghost believer. Will was quiet, but when he spoke, it was of evil energy, souls needing cleansing. That night, she forgot to lock her door. A simple mistake that opened the gates to nightmares. She woke to drool on her cheek, and dead eyes inches from her face, a whisper like someone else was listening. She pushes him off, kick him out. They laughed it off. Will's just odd, but not everyone odd creeps on you while you sleep. She knew then it was the calm before the storm. "Can you come in an hour early?" her boss texted. She told herself it was the money, but it was the need to breathe away from that house. She returned at 5 p.m. The door was unlocked, blood trailing from the knob. The house wasn't empty. It felt like it had been watching, then blinked. Dark. Everything arranged, not messy, but staged, like a summoning was about to happen. Her feet moved against her will, drawn to see. Alex was no longer Alex, laid out in a ritual, eyes wide, mouth stuffed with salt, an offering, an altar. Not cleansing, execution, a twisted exorcism, a message in blood and flesh. Joe's eyes were open, like he didn't see what was coming, and she was next. He waited for her, the final piece. His eyes said, "It's time." She ran through warm, slick blood, like the house held her back. He chanted, words she didn't understand, but knew were for her. He smiled when they took him. Ritual complete. She escaped, but not whole. They put her in a clean, safe place, but inside, nothing was the same. The house is gone, but at night something breathes in the corner. She doesn't scream at the mirror, just and waits. She keeps the notebook, not for answers, but for the questions. He wrote she was marked, not saved. She studied the rituals, blood circles, salt, red thread once laughable. She lit candles in the dark, a warning. Was she protecting herself? Or preparing? The worst part is the shadow might be real. She doesn't dare check. It moves closer. She survived the ritual, but not him. Another note, same writing, same red ink, still will. She's not in the house, but she's not alone. He's in the silence, inside. Her head